The John Magnier and Barron Estate Commercial Court, High Court, Commercial Court case resumed on Thursday of this week, that's yesterday. And it was adjourned there for about a week and a half or thereabouts. There was speculation that the reason for the adjournment was the Epsom Derby and Royal Ascot. However, Ascot is still going on, so anyway, you can make up your own mind about that. I'm not sure why there was an adjournment for that length of time in the middle of the trial. Anyway, they're back there on Thursday, and a row broke out in court over claims that gallery members in Magnier side were communicating or trying to communicate with a witness who was giving evidence. Martin Hayden, senior counsel for the Barron Estate, brought it to the attention of the judge, Mr. Justice Max Barrett. So an argument broke out during a hearing, and this reporting is from the Irish Times, Paul Nealon in the Irish Times. An argument broke out during a hearing in the case involving the bloodstock billionaire John Magnier over a failed property deal for the County Tipperary estate. On Thursday, the defence, Martin Hayden, senior counsel, claimed that a member or members of the public gallery were attempting to communicate with a witness under cross-examination by nodding to him of certain answers. Clearly, it goes without saying that any witness has to give evidence without being led or without being influenced or encouraged by some dumb show or some signals or anything of that nature. I'm not suggesting that happened. However, Martin Hayden, senior counsel, did claim that members of the public gallery were attempting to communicate with the witness. This case, remember, centres on Magnier's claim that a US-based construction magnate, Maurice Regan, engaged in a full frontal assault on Mr. Magnier's claim deal to buy the 751-acre estate. Magnier claimed that he had a deal, however, Maurice Regan stepped in and bought the place for more money. So Coolmore claims that the Barron Estate reneged on the alleged deal and they preferred to sell at a higher price, $22.25 million, to Mr. Regan, who has a New York construction firm. The Magnier say that the deal was struck at Magnier's Coolmore home on August 22nd, 2023. They also claim an exclusivity agreement in effect from August the 31st to September the 30th stipulated the estate would not permit its representatives to solicit or encourage any expression of interest, inquiry or offer on the property from anyone other than Mr. Magnier. Barron Estate has been held for the benefit of Richard Thompson Moore and others by a Jersey trust. The Magnier side has sued the Barron Estate, Mr. Thompson Moore's and the trust companies, the Jersey trust companies, seeking to enforce the purported deal, which they say had been unequivocally agreed. Barron says there was never any such agreement, as they needed the consent of the trustees to finalise any agreement, and they subsequently preferred to sell to Mr. Regan. The nodding in court claim was made on yesterday by Martin Hayden, senior counsel for Barron Estate, while his colleague Niall Buckley, senior counsel, was conducting the cross-examination of a financial manager at Coolmore, Mr. Tim Gleeson. Mr. Gleeson was giving evidence on communications, timelines, statements and meetings surrounding the failed deal. Mr. Hayden apologised for interrupting the cross-examination and claimed that he had been informed by a note from his legal team that a member or members of the gallery had been nodding at the witness. Mr. Hayden gestured towards the Magnier side and told Mr. Justice Max Barrett that he was asking individuals, quote, on the Coolmore side to stop making head gestures in relation to questions asked of Mr. Gleeson. He said that it has happened on 4 occasions now in relation to particular questions asked, and head gestures are being made by certain individuals in the gallery, Martin Hayden said. Mr. Gleeson said he did not see any gestures and that he was following documents from the witness box and facing the judge when answering questions over his witness statement. Paul Gallagher, senior counsel for the Coolmore side, said that he did not accept the assertion made by Mr. Hayden. About 10 minutes later, Mr. Hayden rose again to tell the judge, quote, it is occurring again. They're giving indications of what the answers should be. That's unacceptable, he said. Mr. Gallagher said that this was, quote, an outrageous statement to make. It's not true. And Mr. Hayden then said, I know Mr. Gallagher is all-powerful, but I don't think he has eyes in the back of his head. I'm not sure he can see what is going on. Mr. Justice Barrett asked all present to refrain from any nodding upon hearing responses given by the witness. Moments later then, Mr Gallagher said a member of the defence's legal team was now staring at the gallery where the Coolmore side were sitting at the rear of the court, which he considered highly inappropriate. Mr Hayden said it was appropriate the defence made sure that claimed behaviour did not happen again. Jerome Casey, a senior member of staff at Coolmore who fronts property deals for Mr Magnier, told Karen Gagan, senior counsel for the Magniers, "We are honourable people who would not go back on an agreed deal." Mr Casey said that the exclusivity agreement was put in place because contracts for the estate had not been issued immediately to Coolmore by the vendor solicitors, and that by late August he was made aware that Mr Regan was, quote, not happy about the purported sale of the land to the Magniers. Mr Hayden asked Mr Casey if the main reason for the exclusivity agreement was Mr Regan's interest, and was told very much so. The case continues before Mr Justice Max Barrett in the Commercial Court. That's the latest there, and that reporting is from the Irish Times, Paul Nealon. Hope you find the video useful. Keep you up to date on it.